Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto from the video review. So we have McVitie's Hobnob Nibbles and milk chocolates. Yeah, so basically I think we had, well last week I did a review of McVitie's Hobnob Nibbles hazelnuts. This is just a regular one basically. And for those of you who don't know, Hobnobs, or McVitie's Hobnobs, are essentially one of the nicest biscuits out there. Don't really sound much to talk of really. It's basically like lots of sort of grains really, held together by I guess butter or melted butter and stuff like this. And there's also a chocolate one with a layer of chocolate on top, which are the nicest biscuits out there. But Hobnobs are very nice and really nice to dip into warm drinks, cups of tea or coffee. Really nice, and of course milk chocolate Hobnobs are even better. There are dark chocolate Hobnobs as well, which are equally good actually. I do like them as a bit more of a refined experience, I guess you'd say. But anyway, I digress. So what these are really are basically Hobnob biscuits covered in milk chocolate in sphere form. So they basically made little spheres or rough spheres of Hobnobs, as you can see here. Yeah, basically around the packaging there. Yeah, you can pretty much see what you get there. And on the back as well, it gives some sort of quirky. There's more little. You seem to include them all over the place. Just can't get enough of putting them on. It's the way you can enjoy them. You can enjoy them at movie nights, sharing a movie night, or I guess by car. What does it say? On the go, it says. There we go. Or for parties, the balloons. Or yes, movie night. Sharing on movie nights, yes. Well, not sure about sharing, but there we go. And it's got this little resealable tab here, which is good. So basically, it says milk chocolate crafted Hobnobs biscuit balls. It says, or coated, sorry. Milk chocolate coated Hobnobs biscuit balls. There we go. Sometimes I read what I expect to see, and then I don't know how I do it. Really. It's crazy. Yeah. So milk chocolate coated Hobnobs biscuit balls. It doesn't really read very well. But that's what it says. Milk chocolate biscuit balls or Hobnob biscuit balls, coated in chocolate. Well, Hobnob biscuit balls coated in chocolate, I should say. But anyway, it doesn't say that. So we've got here per serving, which is 24 grams. Which is a fifth. Is it a fifth? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, it's a fifth. 120 grams a bag per 24 grams. It's 122 calories. 6 grams of fat, 3.3 of which are saturates. So there we go. So it looks quite nice. I'm sure this is a similar packaging to the regular Hobnobs. I think they come in this blue one. I think it's red for the dark chocolate and blue for the milk chocolate covered Hobnobs. I think the regular ones just come in like a brown colour. No, I think brown is the caramel ones. Not sure. Anyway, maybe yellow. I don't know. Can't remember. I've done a review of all the biscuits actually. One of my earlier ones. The quality is probably not as great as they are now, but my videos. Perhaps worth a watch. There's about 4 different types of Hobnobs I'll review. Okay, so let's get it open. It's funny actually, you can see I've just noticed on the side like a perforation here. Obviously they're all sort of attached, I guess, so they keep the, all these they make multiple bags and they're all probably attached and then they're separated at some point, so a bit interesting. But anyway, let's do it open. Okay. So let's pour them out. You can see you do get loads in here. Well, look at this. First of all, I've noticed straight away, look at that. I do like that a lot. There's one that's joined together like a binary hobnob. Yeah, I like that a lot. I love it when things like that happen. So yes, I'll be going to eat. But let's see how many there are. I'm sure there's one. They usually come quite similar amounts of these, and I keep forgetting. I should notice really. Should have noted what it is. But I'll separate into groups of 10. Best I can. Obviously, we've got the binary one, which makes it a bit different. I say binary. I'm just thinking of binary stars and stuff like that. There we go. I'm sure there's about 80, roughly. There we go. Yeah, I've counted. Oh, there's a couple of, well, there's a few actually. There's about 3 of them. There's one there, one there, one there. Look at that. That's brilliant, that. Look at this. You don't normally get those, I can tell you right now, but it's really good. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like it when you get things like that, or sometimes even little things where where you have a chocolate bar and it's kind of been split in two, but in a sort of perfect way. So you've got a clean cut, and I love it when you get things like that. So you can see the sort of, it's like say it's a Mars bar or a Twix or something, and it's cooked so clean that there's no caramel like ruining it or anything, you know, by swirling out or something, or the chocolate by being squished by when you bite it. I just like things like that. It just, I just think it looks really good. I don't know why. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know, but anyway. So yeah. So I don't know whether this is meant to be. We've got like a little runt here. You know, look, very small one. Anyway, so yeah. So we've got a couple of sort of two stuck together binary ones. We've got this little one here. But basically we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 76 stroke 77. So there we go. So yeah, I'm sure roughly you get about 80 normally. So it does give or take a couple. But anyway, so a fifth of that, 77, a fifth of that. So I don't know what is that? 15 maybe. 50, 30, 45, 60, 75. Yeah, roughly 15 then. Roughly 15 is your, or maybe 16, you know, however you want to do it, is your is your serving basically. So it's 120 calories, 6 grams of fat, 3.3 of which are saturated. So that's 15 of these. So not many of them. Okay, let's try. See if we can cut one in half, shall we? Just to see what it looks like, if we can. Reasonably tough. So here we go. So there you go. That's what it looks like. I mean, pretty much what it was on the bag, really. It's very, it's pretty accurate, I'd say, to what it was on the bag. So no surprises. Looks quite nice. So you can see sort of baked biscuits. You can see it's a bit, maybe, well, I don't know if you can tell, but it's you can see it's sort of darker on the edge of the biscuit when it's been baked. I don't mean the chocolate. I mean actually part of the biscuit. And reasonably quite a thick layer of chocolate, a millimetre in some places maybe, but a bit less in others. Maybe a couple of millimetres actually. Generally about a millimetre, so not bad. They're all roughly in diameter. They're all quite a similar size as well. So there's a couple like of those binary ones and a very small runt one, but about 1.25 centimetres. But they're all roughly the same size. So you see, you know, they do tend to be quite consistently sized. So I quite like that. Yeah, they're not exactly the same size, but they're consistently, and they're not quite a sphere either. They're kind of like a weird cube shaped, almost like one of those tutti frutti sweets. If you ever had those, but yeah. Sort of almost like a cube really, but with rounded edges. Yeah, maybe they are really, just that's probably how they're baked. Makes them easier to bake, I guess, if it's a cube, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they are just so severe that it's gone a bit weird. Okay, so let's give it a taste. Let's go on a taste, let's go. Yeah, it's got a very biscuity taste. Very hobnobby biscuity taste. Which I mean quite sort of oaty, wheaty taste. It's nice. Hobnobs are not digestives, by the way. They are digestive biscuits, which are quite solid biscuits. By which I mean there's not lots of different grains or whatever in them. But hobnobs tend to be quite sort of oaty. Let's see. I'm just going to plug my camera in so it doesn't run out of battery while I'm doing this. There we go. I might cut this in the final thing, who knows? But anyway, there we go. It's in. Right, so as I was saying, yeah, there's kind of quite oaty, and you can see all the different grains in the biscuits. It's a bit harder to tell with this, really. I don't know if you can particularly with these nibbles, but generally you can. And yeah, when you taste it, it does taste. It has the hobnobby taste, I'd say, but not really the texture. I don't think. I'm not sure, because I guess it's been I don't. Well, not baked in a different way, because it's a smaller size. It's probably been in order to maintain the integrity of the ball. I guess maybe it's been ground up a bit more, the ingredients and the sort of biscuit mix, to make sure it doesn't fall apart. So I don't know. I'm not sure really. But I can tell you it's very nice. Strangely, I don't know if it's as nice as eating an actual chocolate hobnob. I don't think it is real. I think that's the thing with these nibbles. They're just not quite as good as having a proper biscuit equivalent of them, whether it's the digestive ones or these ones. Just don't seem to hit the same spot. But yeah, I just like these binary ones. It's a shame they don't do them in this size normally. I think this would be a perfect size for them actually being this big. I think that would work a lot better. It does. Now I realise you could put 2 in your mouth at once, but you tend to separate. As soon as you put them in your mouth, one tends to go to one side of the mouth and one tends to go to the other. And I don't know, that's just me, which ruins the effect of it really. It's quite, you can go out of your way to make sure they stay in one area of the mouth, but I don't know, it tends not to happen with me. But I do think accidentally, putting serendipity here, I think these would be. This would be the perfect size if it's just a bit bigger. I think it really hits the spot then, you just get that bigger kick of biscuit, but still the right amount of chocolate. And it just works. I just don't think you quite get it with the smaller nibble ball. I just, excuse me, voice just went there. I just don't think you quite get it with this size. I don't know. It's too short-lived really. Yeah, it just doesn't last long enough. Oh, I think some of the biscuits catching my throat. Yeah, it just doesn't last long enough, and you just lose a bit of the. You just don't get the kick. I think you just don't get the sort of flavour that you need really to really make you think you're eating a sort of hobnob biscuit really. I realise you're not meant to be really, because you're meant to be having a hobnob nibble or whatever, but yeah, I think that's the problem with these nibbles, and I think I've noticed it now. They're just too small. So the run one. Yeah, you need to have 2 of them at once, really. And as I say, even though the fact that they're not joined does make a difference. It just means they just don't quite. They're just not sort of, I don't know, in sync with each other, I guess. When you eat them, they sort of separate naturally, and it just doesn't give you the kick of them being joined that would, and a bit more chocolate and a bit more biscuit. Yeah, because they just tend to separate in your mouth. But Hobnobs are still maintaining the best biscuit out there, and these are nice. As I say, if they were just a bit bigger, I think they'd be perfect. But as it stands, I think a 3.5 out of 5 for me. I think they just don't quite do the Hobnob biscuit justice, to be honest with you. I think I'd rather eat Hobnobs themselves, but still very nice. But they just need to be a bit bigger. That's the case with all these McVitie's nibbles. They just need to be slightly bigger. But there we go. Yeah, it's a 3.5 out of 5, and I love Hobnobs. Absolutely love them. It's a 5 out of 5 biscuit any day of the week. But they just not quite right with these, and it's strange. It's a shame, and I don't know how they managed it. But I do know how they managed it. They're too small, but I don't know how they've. Yeah, I don't know. Surely someone should have said this, or and they told them, when they were testing them or whatever. But maybe other people don't think so. Let me know what you think. But yeah, for me they just don't quite do it, and I'm quite sure that's why. Size. So yes, the size matters, as they say. There we are. So we've got proof of it here. There we go. Hold the front page. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, like my videos. Please leave a comment or 2. It's always great to hear from you. And I'll see you next time. Take care everyone. See you soon. Bye.